Culp is hoping the state Supreme Court will give him a new trial based on claims the Holmes County DA broke the law. Now, this was a case that grabbed statewide attention. Culp, who's been called a monster by prosecutors, was tried in Holmes County in 2002 for the death of 15-year-old Alan Scott. While Culp was acquitted of capital murder, he was found guilty of 9 felony counts, including the rape of Alan Scott's girlfriend. Now, Culp was sentenced to 60 years in prison. Now, his father, Roy Ellis, claims he has the evidence to get his son a new trial. 16 WAPT's Brad McMullen has more on a story you'll only see here. Brad.
Joyce, Roy Ellis knows most people think his son is guilty of some unspeakable crimes, but Ellis is convinced Elliot Culp is innocent. Now he claims he has new evidence that proves his son deserves a new trial.
If the Supreme Court cannot do anything about what has happened here in this case, about this grand jury, we got a problem.
Roy Ellis is like most fathers. He loves his son, but unlike most fathers, he has spent the last 5 years trying to get his son, Elliot Culp, out of jail.
Based on what we have, and by state law and by statute, this is a serious violation. This indictment should be squashed and thrown out completely.
Ellis gave 16 WAPT News 3 signed affidavits that claim James Powell, the Holmes County District Attorney, appointed the Grand Jury Foreman, which is against state law. And if the court agrees, Culp could get a new trial. Powell says he did not pick the Grand Jury Foreman.
If we didn't do anything improper, you know, I don't know what else to say. I don't want to get into a contest with Elliot Culp's father.
The man in the center of Culp's appeal is retired Durant police officer Barry Mitchell. Mitchell was the grand jury foreman. But when I talked to him this week, he couldn't remember much about the case.
Barry, were you on the grand jury for the Elliot Culp murder trial?
I don't remember.
You don't remember if you were on the grand jury for the Elliot Culp murder trial?
I don't remember.
So you don't remember signing an affidavit, and you don't remember who appointed you to be the grand jury foreman?
No.
But his story changed when Roy Ellis showed him the affidavit.
So did James Powell appoint you as the grand jury foreman?
According to what that thing, what is this? This affidavit, according to this affidavit, is what it said. I signed the back of it.
Have you ever experienced memory loss before?
Oh, yeah, I have memory loss.
Ellis claims the case against his son was made up because Powell failed to get a murder conviction against his son in another case. Powell says there is no doubt the evidence pointed to Culp.
Elliot Culp was a serial killer in waiting. I mean, he's a guy that actually loved to inflict pain and torture on people, and he did it twice.
Finally, Monday night, human rights activist Dr.LeRoy Gillam will be holding a forum in Durant calling for Elliot Culp's immediate release, based partly on the affidavits.
Okay, everybody put your hands together and welcome again, some know and some don't, Dr. Lee Gillam.
As I look across the audience, I see something that is the beginning of a great movement. It is something that we all would be able to remember in time. If we, as God's children, just remember one thing, that nothing is given to us for free, but that we must earn it or don't get it at all. We are not just an individual who are begging anyone to give us our children back, but we're asking them to give your loved ones back to you because it's the right thing to do. God did not call us to sit idly by and be oppressed, while there's many others who are reaping the benefit of your oppression. If we stand up as God's children, we will be able to say with a clear conscience that we shall gain our freedom and we shall prevail at the end. I want you to know this afternoon that those prosecutors who knowingly indict your children, put them on trial, send them away from you for anywhere from 1 to life for crimes that they did not commit. I want to be able to say, after a while, by and by, he's going to pay the price in God's hand. But God did not call us to sit here idly by and wait for him to come and say it's over. That's why he gave us our sense to stand up and say with a clear conscience that I'm not going to accept this anymore. But what I'm going to do, I'm going to speak from the tallest top of the mountain. I'm going to speak from the deepest depths of the seas. And I'm going to say with a clear conscience that I'm not going to accept this anymore. But what I'm going to do, I'm going to find somebody that I can vote for in the next election that will truthfully say that you will be heard in Mississippi after the next election. How can you be heard when the politicians, or when you have politicians and not public servants? How can you be heard when those men and women that is representing you turn a deaf ear to your cries? I'm not saying all of them are doing that. No, it's not. It's only a handful of them that's doing it. But those men and women that is listening out while you shout from the top of your voice, they will be moved to stand up and say, enough is enough. I'm sick and tired of being sick and tired. I'm going to help you. All I know this afternoon, that we must remember the moments that those men and women who marched from Selma to Montgomery, we must remember those men and women who died back in the 60s so that you, God's people, will be able to stand up as men with dignity, courage, and most of all, with strong attitude. We must remember those men and women. We must remember those men and women who died for us. Those men and women who lost their children back in those days. Are you prepared to make a sacrifice for your freedom today? I'm ready. I'm ready. I'm ready to lay down my life and my freedom. I'm ready to let my daughter, my 6-year-old daughter, be without a father for what I believe in. I'm ready to let my grown sons and daughters be without their father for what I believe. Are you ready? We must get these bills passed. And the only way we're going to do that is that if you all help us. We cannot have a bareback rally. We need a rally where there's many people that's standing together saying with a clear conscience, free at last, free at last. Thank God Almighty, we're free at last. We must have many saying those words. Once we get that, then we all can say that we are on the road to freedom. Isn't that right today? Isn't that right today? Yes, my body is very weak, but my heart is big and strong. It's time now that we get ready to march for 29 miles. It's time that we get ready to march and let everyone across the United States know that the time is now. No more fighting, no more backstabbing, no more biting, no more scratching. This battle is just about at the end. What's left now is the polygraph test. After the polygraph test, we're going to start getting ready for your sons and daughters to come home. Are you ready today? Are you ready for your sons and daughters? Are you ready for them to stand up and hug you and kiss you? Say, mama, daddy, wife, son, daughter, brother, sister, I'm glad to be home today. Are you ready? It's time now. It's time now for us to be prepared to say that we shall overcome. It's time now. It's time now. Let us fight back. Let us stand up and say with a clear conscience, this battle is not given to the strong, nor is this battle given to the swift. But this battle is given to you, the people, who endureth till the end.